Bring you fun and informative tips to make you more financially confident here on MoneyTok. So ano, may hugot ka ba sa pera?
Welcome to another spectacular day, mga ka-MoneyToks! It's another day to start convos that make us millennials, Gen Zs, titos, and titas financially confident.
Yes, correct, Marian. Because here on Money Talk, we aim to make conversations about money a normal, a comfortable, and a fun topic amongst Filipinos. Ayun.
Yes, and this is your nagmamagandang sigulerang nagpapaalalang okay lang sumugal sa pera pero wag sa taong minsan iniwan ka na. I'm your host, Marian, together with...
Ay, grabe yun. At syempre, ako naman po ang inyong Mr. Boy Ipunaryong malupit na nagpapaalalang ayos lang sa pagmamahal magipit. Pero, wag lang sa utang kumapit. Ayan, nawala pa ako. Your new homie in the show, syempre, Walang iba, Mr. Miguel. Salamat.
Yan. Miguel,
Ayun.
wala ka last week, no? Kumusta ka
Oh my
naman?
gosh. Oo nga eh. Sayang na-miss
2
ko
weeks
yung
ago
ano,
pala
yung
yun. Oo.
na-miss ko yung topic last time, no. It's about increasing cash flow. Am I correct? Tama ba,
Oo. Pero
Marian?
nag-share ka, di ba, ng ng side hustle story mo.
Totoo naman ako doon. Yes, oo. Syempre, hindi mawawala yan sa mga lalo na sa atin sa mga Pinoy, 'di ba? Marami talaga tayong nirarakit dahil alam mo naman, kailangan natin ng extra income para sa ekonomiya. So ayun, ang kwentong side hustle ko talaga is alam mo Marian. At syempre sa mga lahat na nanonood dito sa Money Talk, talagang ayan, rumarakit po tayo. Katulad nito, nag-hosting tayo, 'di ba? And then meron din tayong ibang pinagkaabalahan, lalo na 'di ba we're into same tayo Marian, na we're into financial advisor, 'di ba? Na nag-help tayo sa mga taong you know, parang walang ano bang correct doon, correct term for that, na walang
Kailangan ng
kaalaman.
guidance.
Yes, ayan, correct. Kailangan ng guidance.
Guidance
Ayan, ba yan?
financially.
Pero yun
Ayan,
Marian,
oo. So,
natutunan.
that's
Yes,
good to
correct.
know. Ganun talaga, no? In our last episode then, JM, we talked about increasing cash flow. Siyempre, yung guest natin is
Yes.
the one and only Nikki Jurado of Nomad Finance
Ay,
Girl. Or,
my
siya lang
gosh.
naman ang author ng sikat na book in the country, How to YOLO Wisely. Ayan. So, ikaw ba, may mga takeaways ka ba? For sure, pinanood mo yun, di ba?
Yeah. Of course, syempre Mario, no? Syempre iba pala yung cash flow sa income, kaya dapat we focus on net income or yung take home sahod natin. And she also suggested na yung needs daw natin nasa around 55%, no? And if sobra daw dyan, that's how we'll know we need to find ways to increase our income. Kaya according to her, we can drop our necessities percentage not by cutting, and we can do this by increasing our income. Ganun.
Tama. Sabi niya kasi, di ba, parang diet pag cut ng expenses mo. Almost
Ayun.
impossible. So, instead of cutting back on expenses, why not just increase your income? Para mas wala kang kailangan bawasan sa mga binibili mo monthly, di ba? And na-share din
Yes.
doon ni Nikki Jurado, syempre, yung pinakatumatak sa akin is yung golden goose. Sabi niya, this is also known as the financial freedom jar. In-introduce na yung 6 money jars. Ayan. So, dapat daw yung golden goose, doon daw tayo maglalagay daw tayo sa jar na yon kasi yun yung gagamitin natin for passive income, kagaya ng investments or yung business na tinatayo mo. So, ayun. And, syempre, na-mention din yan, no, yung about sa insurance lang. Insurance daw, hindi yan optional.
Yes,
dapat
of
yan?
course.
Necessity siya. Ayun. And, nag-mention din siya na yung mga purpose ng emergency fund, kagaya ng dapat may emergency fund ka for emergencies like nasiraan ng gulong, binaha ang bahay, lalo na sa Pilipinas, no? Madalas ang baha, yung mga volcanic eruption. So, handa ba tayo financially for that? And speaking of emergency fund, ito dapat sinesave sa banks. Kasi nga, yung mga ganitong klase ng emergencies, kailangan readily available yung cash, no? Ayan. So, dapat nakukuha agad yung ating pera. So, dapat sa bangko nilalagay ang emergency fund, hindi sa investment. Ayaw, di naman kaya sa Axie, no?
Ayan na. Kaya dapat matutunan natin kung saan talaga dapat ilagay yung sarili natin. Ay, may hugot na naman. Joke
sarili. Grabe sa hugot,
Pero tama ka dyan, Marian, no? And speaking of bank, tamang-tama talaga ang ating topic for today. Nako, sino kaya itong makasama natin ngayon, Marian?
Ito, nakaka-excite. Isa lang naman po siya sa mga dapat tinatanong ng hashtag how to be you po. Later, mag-i-introduce siya about himself to us kasi he is also someone in the financial industry, and we really invited him to make this episode valuable for you, mga ka-PeraChikadoras. Excited na ba kayo?
Yan. Of course, they are really, really excited na, Marian. But before that, no, we'd love for you to engage with us as well. So later, don't forget na maki-hashtag with us, no? Syempre, hashtag na yan sa comment section with hashtag MoneyTalkPH. Oh. And syempre, no, speaking of hashtag, let's all watch MoneyTalk's TikTok video about #myfirstbankaccount.
That's right.
Great day, Money Talksters! Ako nga pala ulit ang makasama ninyo, Mr. Boy Iponaring Malupit, na lagi nagpapaalala sa inyo na okay lang sa pagmamahal maipit, pero wag lang sa utang umapit. Kaya naman, meron akong tanong sa inyo What's your #myfirstbankaccount? At kailan ka nag-open ito? Ako kasi, to tell you guys, no, my #firstbankaccount kasi is noong age 18 ako, 18 years old. Kasi nga, I'm a working student before. So, nag-create ako ng bank account ko para doon ko malagay yung naiipon ko. So, ganun yung nangyari. And, syempre, hindi lang naman ako. Gusto ko ikaw rin mag-share. Kaya ikaw, what's yours? Stitch this video para ma-feature namin ikaw sa aming susunod na episode. Dito lang yan sa Money Talk PH.
Grabe.
Ayun, no?
Taray,
Yan, grabe naman.
18 years old, magaling na mag-ipon yung Mr. Boy Iponario natin. At meron pang fans.
Oy, sino?
Sino yung fans?
Ay, grabe naman. Hello po. Ayan, kay Juan Felix, no? Paturo daw mag-ipon. Uy, grabe, parang di ka marunong mag-ipon, At nag-comment din si, si Ate Gracia, no? Yes, oo. Manood kayo at syempre, huwag niyo kalimutan i-share itong video namin. Syempre, para masaya tayong lahat. Pero di ba grabe, Marian, no? TikTok is life talaga dito sa MoneyTok. Talagang nahasa yung skills ko dito.
Oo,
so, ayun.
Ikaw, mag-comment. Mag-comment
yes.
din kayo, no, ng #firstbankaccount niyo.
Correct, Marian. Pero ikaw, Marian, what's your #myfirstbankaccount para malaman ng mga ka-money talksters natin?
Yan. Oo, yung sa akin, nalala ko yung junior savings account kasi hindi pa ako legal age nun Parang kailangan pa yung tatay ko tapos bigyan ako ng card. Kasi before, nag-college ako sa Manila, nasa Ormoc, probinsya yung tatay ko. So, there's no way for him to give me money. So, yun, napilitan matuto paano gumamit ng ATM. Nalala ko, 15 years old ako nun, wala pa ako masyadong idea sa ATM. Kailangan ko bang, kasi lumaki ako probinsya, cash lang naman lagi So when I got into college na buhay mag-isa sa Manila, I had to learn. Ayun, nagkaroon ako ng junior savings account at age 15 para sa allowance. Ayun.
Ayun, grabe yan Talagang napaipon ka doon, no? At syempre, lahat siguro ng mga ipon mo nalalagay mo doon. Ang galing, no? Ayan, kaya guys, ayan mga ka-money talkers natin dyan, gawin natin yung ginawa ni Marian, no? Isa siyang mabuting ehemplo para sa atin.
Kung may mga anak kayo dyan, turuan nyo ng maaga.
Yes, correct. Tamang-tama yan. Pero ito na nga, di ba? Mga marites. Malalaman din natin ang #myfirstbankaccount itong makasama natin for tonight. At syempre ito na, wag na natin patagalin pa. Please all welcome. Ayan, grabe Please welcome him to the show. And syempre, Mr. Gabi or Gabriel. Paano ba i-pronounce yung niya, last name? Schulze. Gabriel Schulze. Ayan. Welcome.
Pasok na ako para hindi na kayo mapahiya.
Ayun.
Ayun. Hi everyone. This is my first time on the show.
Oo nga, grabe.
Diba?
Thank you so much.
Ako nakapunta dito sa Manito.
How does
Habang
it
nandun sa
feel?
description ko dyan, may host of Manito.
Uy, Taray, may comment.
Ay, talaga?
Tungkol sa
Yeah.
Ay, grabe. No,
Picture
ay,
na-
grabe.
It's like,
gwapo daw
hi,
ng
oil.
guest.
Slight lang. Slight.
Ayun Ayan, hello.
Ayan.
Shoutout kay Pao.
Hashtag
Pero
sa
yan,
aming
welcome.
tech.
Oo nga.
Ayun. So how are you guys?
We're totally fine.
We're ready
Yeah,
to learn
ready
from
naman.
you.
Ready
Yes.
to learn. Oh my gosh.
Pero ayan,
Okay.
thank you so much, Gabi, for accepting our invitation na mag-guest sa MoneyTok PH.
No
And we
problem.
feel very honored, no? Pero, ayun. Ito na. Dito na
Formal
talaga, no?
formal.
sorry. De joke lang. Siyempre, to set the mood lang. Pero ito na, Gabi. So, of course, siyempre sa mga ka-money talks natin dyan, meron tayong tinatawag na background sa sarili. So, Gabi, can you tell us more about your background naman para mas makilala
Actually,
ka
dyan
namin?
sa background ko, may tungkol ka na background. Power
Sabi
Rangers.
ka na eh.
Joke lang. Sabi na kami. Ayun. So, sa background ko, siguro I'll start na lang with my hashtag first bank account. No?
Ayan, sige.
So, ang hashtag first bank account ko, actually, ang experience ko with bank, as early as mga 4 or 5, pumupunta na ako sa mga branch. Kasi, although wala akong
Talaga?
account, it's just that
Oo.
every time pumupunta yung mom ko sa bangko, kasama ko siya.
Uy.
So, like, minsan, magi-Game Boy lang ako dun sa bangko na yun. Or, minsan kakausapin yung mga managers, gano'n. Tapos, tinuturuan ako ng mom ko paano magbasa ng passbook, gano'n.
Oo.
Cute.
As early as, siguro mga 6 or 7, marunong na ako mag-write ng cheque.
Uy,
Talaga?
talaga. Ang
Oo.
galing naman.
Oo. Tinuruan lang ako ng mom ko for fun. Although hindi pa rin papasa yung cheque ko sa bangko. Kasi 1, I was underage. 2, ang pangit ng handwriting ko.
Ay.
Ah,
Okay.
siguro yung first official bank account ko na ako talaga hindi na, kasi it was still sort of an extension. Pero for the most part, pera ko na yung pumapasok, ako na yung nagmamanage. I was 10 or 11, mga ganun. Yung CBPI had that, yung jump start. Naalala ko pa
yes.
dati parang yung ATM nila was like sky blue pa. Para feeling
Yes.
bata ka talaga. So, and it was kasi from single parent household kami. So, dalawa lang kami sa bahay. And my mom has to work full-time rin. So, minsan, pag umuwi mom ko, it's really late na. So, hindi na niya na rin ako nabibigyan ng allowance. So, ilalagay niya doon sa ATM. So, lahat ng savings ko napupunta rin doon. Ayun.
Galing.
Thankfully, yung school namin dati may ATM. So, nakaka-withdraw na ako doon.
Ayan.
What age ka nun na natuto ka mag-withdraw na rin?
Mag-withdraw?
Pindot.
Sa ATM? As early as 10.
10.
Wow.
Marunong na ako gumamit ng
Galing
ATM.
So, siya yung pinakabata na natuto sa atin.
Oo nga eh.
Age 10.
Oo nga eh.
Age rin
10.
kasi my mom was very dependent on I'll go into more detail about it later, no. Pero
Yeah,
my
sure.
my mom was definitely benefited a lot from her relationship with banks. Siguro that's
Nice.
why napatungo na rin ako sa bangko. Kasi after I graduated from college, I took AP Economics sa Ateneo. I started working for a bank siguro a few months after I graduated. I was part of a management trainee program. Tapos napadpad ako sa treasury ng bangko. So, for people who don't know what a treasury is hindi lang yung safe at yung vault sa
Gold.
mga branches, sa head office, gano'n. So, basically yung treasury ng bangko, sila usually nag-handle ng foreign exchange, fixed income. Usually they also directly handle yung mga larger clients of the bank. Tapos there's an arm within the treasury. Sila rin nag-i-influence ng mga interest rates. Sila yung nagpaplano for the rest of the bank.
Wow. Ganun pala yun.
So, talagang
So,
knowledgeable talaga si Gabi ngayon, no? Para sa
I'm
topic
currently not
natin.
with the bank na. Pero I was there for 4 years. So I think I know a little about, konti lang about the bank.
Yeah.
Ayan.
Please, diba?
So simulan na nga natin, no, yung usapang banks.
Yes.
So,
Ayan.
Gabi, can you tell us, ano ba yung banks? Ano nga ba to? Meron ba siyang different kinds?
So
Ayan.
basically, banks are institutions. So, I mean, banks are institutions that are vital to making our economy move. Ang primary functions ng bank is they're basically a financial intermediary. What I mean by that is they connect lenders to borrowers. So basically, si lenders, kumbaga, for example, kayo, may sweldo kayo. You put in your money sa bangko, and yung cash na yun, this is just a very crude example, no? Yung cash na yun, the bank can use it. That's why you earn an interest rin on your savings accounts, no? or
Yeah.
mga time deposit nyo, ganun, or certificates of deposits. That money can be used by the bank to lend to people who need to borrow money. So people who need to take loans on houses or take loans on businesses. So basically, a bank is a financial institution that acts as a financial intermediary between lenders and borrowers. Ganon. So,
I see. Okay.
So, ibig sabihin, anong tawag doon, ano lang natin, ano ba, sabihin ulit, ano ang term doon?
it's like a bridge
kunyari,
between lenders and borrowers.
so kunyari naglagay kami ng money, no, sa bank.
Mm-mm.
Yung money namin, possible na ipapalend ni bank sa mga kailangan mag-loan, for example. And then,
basically,
we get a portion of it. Kaya yun yung mga interest rates.
Yan yung interest. Although it's a little bit more complicated than that, pero that's the general idea of how money works sa banko.
In a bank.
Now, the reason why na ganun, like sa savings account, no, parang usually yung na-earn mo lang is like less than 1% every year. Parang usually mga
0.121.
Ganun kababa lang. Usually kasi at the end of the day kasi that's still your money and it's still technically a liability on the banks and kasi that's something they have to pay you when you withdraw. Kaya ganun siya.
Correct.
Pero that's basically the general idea of how banks work and what banks are. So, ayun. And then, I think you mentioned, no, if there are different kinds. There are different kinds. So, I will just mention three major kinds of banks. Kasi you can still break those down into smaller ones. Pero for the interest of, they usually fall under one of the three categories. Actually, one of the two categories. So the first one is we have the commercial bank. So yung commercial banks, that is yun talaga yung part ng bank or banks that let you deposit your money, open accounts, give you loans, ganon. So that is in a nutshell what a commercial bank is. So basically what we most of us know yung as a function of a bank, the most basic function of a bank. The next one we have yung mga investment banks. So usually mga investment banks naman, they usually cater to mga larger clients. So investment banks, they help mga companies to so if the companies have idle money or money that they can spend, para let's just say hindi masayang yung pera nila just being stagnant there. They help those banks make investment decisions. Invest into different securities that may be bonds, equities, ganon. Aside from that, they also assist in mga underwriting. So if they need capital and they want to say issue a bond, investment banks can help. Ganon. So basically, that's the general idea of what an investment bank is. The third kind of bank is the universal bank. So this is the one that we usually see nowadays. Yan yung pinagsama yung dalawa. So the universal bank has the function of a commercial bank and an investment bank. So they're able to do both.
Okay.
So most of our big banks now, BPI, BDO, Metrobank, they're universal banks. So usually, so Metrobank let's say Metrobank will have Metrobank as in yung branch banking nila, yung RBS.
Yeah.
And then they have First Metrosec. So First Metro Investments. So yan yung investment banking arm nila. Same with BPI,
correct.
BPI Family Savings, BPI Savings or BPI. And then they have BPI Capital. Yan yung investment banking nila. So yun. Basically, those are the different kinds of banks. Ayan.
Okay.
Wow. Grabe.
Okay. So ito yung mga traditional banks natin, no? But I think recently because of the pandemic, since nasa bahay tayo, merong mga lumabas yung mga tinatawag natin na digital banks. Can you define what digital banks are? Like, ano ba siya?
So basically, digital banks or digital banking in general is basically just you being able to access yung mga services ng banko via digital means. So, basically, yung app mo ng banko mo sa phone, That's digital
Mm-mm.
banking. You being able to
Oh,
access your account on their website, that's digital banking. Um, you can also say na yung mga pseudo forms of pseudo banks. I like to call them just pseudo banks. Pero pseudo
pseudo
banks is
banks. Mm-mm.
defined as something else in BSP circulars. But I like to call them
Mm.
pseudo banks personally. Yung mga Paymaya, GCash, something like that. That's kind of a
Oh,
pseudo.
okay.
So you can
Because
Pseudo
pay
you can
banking.
save
bills
them. Save
and
money,
store.
no?
And then I think GCash is like G Invest na rin. Pero they're not. I'm not 100% sure if they're considered a bank yet.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
But definitely. So digital
But they
banks
are
based.
connected to a digital bank, si IMB. Siguro yun yung provider nila.
Siguro.
Oh, mm-mm. I
So
see.
basically, digital banking is yun nga, being able to access
Mm,
services of a bank. So paying bills,
online.
saving your money, ganon, online, taking loans,
Mm-mm,
ganon.
mm-mm. But
So
basically, yung ano pa din, no? Yung normal services ni bank, like may bank account, may savings account, may checking account ka. Difference
mm-mm.
is more convenient na lang kasi hindi mo na kailangan pumunta ng
Definitely.
bank.
Admittedly, dito sa Pinas, we're still a bit
Mabilisan.
behind. We're still a
Yeah.
bit behind on it. Kasi I think with the exception of Union Bank, most other banks will still require you to open an account sa branch.
Oh, really?
Ganon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Mm.
okay.
Si Union Bank kasi you can just take a picture of your IDs and that'll be enough to open the account na.
Mm-mm.
But admittedly we're still a bit behind sa digital banking space natin. Kasi a lot of people still would prefer to go to branches, which is fine. I mean, it's not fine in the middle of a pandemic, no? Pero it's fine. Pero at the end of the day, mas convenient pa rin engage in digital banking. Kasi ang hirap
Ayan.
Hassle-free. Correct.
Totoo.
Withdraw ka na lang sa digital. Anyway, so ayun pala ang mga different kinds and about digital banks, no? Grabe. Anyway, ito may next question ako for you, Gabi naman. So, what do you think are like some misconceptions about banking naman?
Misconceptions about banking.
Oh.
Sige. One I can think of that I've been asked before by actually my cousins when I go to the provinces. When they put their money in a bank, they believe that if they put the money in the bank, it's the bank's money na. So they can't use it free. Ganon. Because there's a lot of restrictions, may mga withdrawal limit, ganon.
Actually.
Stuff like that. But technically, no. Kasi especially kung savings account lang naman. If it's a savings account or a current account, ganon. Technically, it's still your money. Kumbaga sa books ng banko, it's under accounts payable. It's liability.
Mm-hmm.
So technically,
correct.
every time you withdraw the money, sa'yo lang kaagad yan. Now, yung with the withdrawal limits, ganun, typically kasi yung mga like, say for a savings account, talagang savings accounts kasi are made na they're there for the purpose of savings. So that's why they put
Oo, yung pwedeng, yung like 50K lang per day, yung pwedeng i-withdraw, no?
That's why it's called a savings account. If you're planning to use that money it keeps moving every day, you're better off with the current account na walang withdrawal limit.
I see. Okay, I see. Galing.
Okay. So, you have the option pala na ganun.
But if yun nga lang, sa current account, since its purpose is not for saving, wala siyang interest. You don't
so yun yung difference from current savings.
Typically, walang
checking.
interest talaga ang current. Savings, you'll earn that minimal interest rate. Pero at the end of the day, it's still your money. And if should the bank say should the bank go bankrupt, kumbaga, may PDIC insurance ka naman. So that's 500,000 per person per bank.
Oh,
per person.
paano if like
okay.
meron akong, kunyari, dalawa yung account ko and then,
So that 500,000 is for both accounts in one bank.
really?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
per
Galing
account,
pala
it's
naman.
per person.
Okay. Is that
Ayun.
something na we have to worry about? Kasi let's say, what if I have 1 million? Are we allowed? Ay, oo, allowed naman talaga yung million sa isang bank account, no? But what if, let's say, worst case scenario, ma-bankrupt kunyari yung
Hala.
bank. Oo, so
Oo.
Typically,
500 lang yung bababalik sa akin.
well, typically sa PDIC, yun nga, you have 500,000 na PDIC insured if you have your money in one bank. Pero typically, if a bank just goes under, typically ma-acquire yan ng another financial institution. And usually,
Mm-mm.
when that happens, yung mag-a-acquire sa kanila will also acquire your account.
Mm.
So, kumbaga, your money will just move from one financial institution to another.
To another.
Ay,
Para
okay,
mas
okay.
salba yung business. Yung bank.
I mean, para worth it rin for that institution, 'di ba, to acquire the acquire a company that went under. Another misconception would be sige, let's relate it to yung sinabi natin kanina, yung digital banking. So,
Yeah.
digital banking is less safe than yung traditional forms of banking natin. So, in some ways, oo, definitely.
Mm-mm.
Pero it's not on the bank anymore. It's more on the individual. So, if you're not taking care of yung yung information mo, yung usernames, passwords mo, or you don't subscribe to yung multi-factor authorization ng app, ganun, definitely you're putting your money at risk kasi you're not
correct.
taking care of your money basically. You're not safeguarding it. Kumbaga, it's like linalagay mo lang yung money mo dito sa pocket at hindi sa wallet.
Ayan, tama.
Kasi at the end of the day, everything is digital. So kung magka-data breach man ang isang bangko, hindi lang naman ang digital banking clients yung maapektado, pati yung mga branch banking. And it would be more of a risk for yung mga people who don't want to subscribe to digital banking kasi hindi nila alam kung apektado sila sa data breach hanggang ma-update nila yung password. Diba?
Oo, hindi nila makikita, no? Kasi sa
Hindi nila
digital bank,
makikita
may
agad.
transactions.
And with digital banking, yun nga, you receive emails, you receive texts if there's suspicious activity
May updates, oh.
sa account mo. So, digital banking is not more dangerous talaga. I mean, there is a slightly higher risk, pero it's more or less the same lang with traditional banking.
I think isang
Tama.
way na ginagawa nilang safer in digital banking, nag-request sila. Ikaw na nag-expire yung password mo, tama ba? And then you have to change. So, napansin ko parang, bakit kailangan palitan yung password ko? May mga ganong banks.
Perfect example
Palitan yung
kasi
pins.
perfect example like there's si BDO. BDO's app every I think 90 days ata if I'm not mistaken. They ask you to change your password sa app. And then you can choose to ignore it, but then there will always be a disclaimer there na this is to confirm that you are choosing to waiver your to change your password. So it's the same with financial literacy and how to grow your money. Discipline rin siya.
That's true.
So you can't be complacent.
Nice.
Kasi at the end of the day, it's money lang rin. And then, siguro one last misconception I can think about naman is, why would I put my money in a bank kung ang interest i-earn ko is piso-piso
less
lang.
than 1%. Yeah.
So, again, like, banks are useful, period. There's a reason why they were made. Yes, it's true na the interest rate that you might earn from a savings account is, talon-talo ka talaga sa inflation rate.
Inflation.
However, You would put your money in banks because one, they are convenient.
Mhm. Correct.
I'll get into it more later siguro, but you have opportunities na kaya mong makamit if you engage in a relationship with a bank.
Oh.
Maybe you can...
Ayun.
sige. So, later explain ni Gabi yung opportunities na yan.
Ah, ah.
Yes. True,
Pero
true,
just
true.
because value parang less than 1% lang, it doesn't mean it's basically the most secure place you can put your money outside of putting
Correct.
it in an alkansya
Yung
sa
vault.
harap.
Yes.
Oo.
Tsaka pag
Tama.
nasiraan ka ng gulong, uuwi ka, paano ka uuwi sa bahay para kumuha ng cash, diba?
Oo.
Hanap ka
Correct,
na lang ng
tama.
ATM.
It's the
Dapat
safest
na
way
lang.
na hassle-free. Well, close to hassle-free. Imbis na gagastos, may million ka dito sa bahay, tapos bibili ka ng taho sa labas. Tapos after that, at the end of the week, yung million na yun, ika-count mo manually.
Na
So,
naman.
Oo, ganun.
Mahal naman ang taho na yun. Kailangan pang bilangin ng pera mo.
may gold data yun to. Joke lang.
Oo.
Pero ayun, wow, nice. Ayun, grabe. Thank you so much for that insights, no? Pero ayun nga, gaya nga ng sabi ni Gabi, it's really important to have a, syempre, yan, gumawa tayo ng bank account kasi nga, ayun nga, what if may emergency, di ba? Tapos parang uwi ka pa, uy, nasan yung 1 million ko? Kailangan ko ng 1 million. Tapos di ba, punta ka sa bahay, tapos kunin mo lahat ng cash sa bag, lagay mo dun, pasok mo, di ba? Parang
Kailangan
naman
duffel
dun.
bag.
Diba? Pero one good thing about having a bank account, yun nga, pwede tayo mag-check eh. Di ba pwede rin yun, Gabi? Check eh.
Pwede rin.
Yan. So,
Ayan.
makakapag-withdraw rin. Ayan. So, ayun po. So, anyway, of course, no, we'd like to know rin from our audience as well, no? So, what are your #myfirstbankaccount? So, anyway,
That's
so
right.
kung meron kayo dyan, just comment down.
Comment nyo lang. And for now,
Yes, go.
mag-break muna tayo.
Oo.
Mag-break muna tayo, no? Pagpahingahin muna natin yung ating guest. Ayan. If you also have questions for our guest tonight, comment na kayo sa ating comment section. And don't forget to include the hashtag MoneyTalkPH.
Right. And syempre, no? Aspiring voice artist ba kayo? Here's a video about a great investment you can involve in to build your skills in voice artistry. Please watch this.
2020 was the year we all looked forward to. It's the start of a new decade. It's the year of perfect vision. Or so we thought. And then the pandemic happened. Now, 2020 has become the year that ushered in the new normal. But in spite of that, here in Creative Voices, we believe it's still the perfect year for your voice to be heard. This is Creative Voices 2020. Bigger, bolder, better. And yet still and always the home of the best Filipino voiceover artists. We provide a pool of hundreds of voice profiles. Male or female, young or mature, calm or energetic. In English, Tagalog, and other Philippine dialects.
Tuloy ang kwento.
Padayon ang istorya.
Ituloy ti istorya.
Telestoria continua.
Isundo may istorya.
Padagos lang ang satuyang istorya.
Padayon ang imo nga sugilanon.
Tuloy ang kwento.
An online platform for selecting, booking, and obtaining the perfect voiceover for your commercial, movie, corporate video, e-learning, telephone system, etc. You name it, we voice it. State-of-the-art recording studio, equipment, and software for a guaranteed crisp and clear audio quality. Online workshops on voice acting, home studio setup, and audio editing. We have produced over 2,000 graduates from VoiceWorks, our popular voice acting workshop since 2005. And the pandemic is no reason to stop. Vision 2025 to be the leading national network of young Filipino voice artists and creative voices. Mission to provide developmental opportunities and platform that empower young Filipino voice artists in every corner of the Philippines to use their voices to promote positive social change. Adapt, adopt, adept. We create a culture of giving, sharing, loving, and caring. And disrupt the culture of selfishness, greediness, and ungratefulness. We give every unheard and aspiring Filipino voice artist an opportunity to rise above the noise and be heard. Be part of the new normal created by Creative Voices 2020. Join Certified Voice Artist Program. Creative Voices 2020 Vision 2025. Creative Voices Productions. www.youtube.com/thevoicemaster. #VoiceFromHome. Dahil basta boses, creative voices.
Ayan, sa mga
Ayan.
aspiring voice artists dyan, join the Certified Voice Artist Program. CVAP Batch 10 has just recently finished, pero may Batch 11 na agad on January 8, 2022.
Wow.
That's right. What a great way to start your year, diba? Invest in yourself.
Yes, correct. No, invest in yourself. Ang ganda ng sinabi mo, Marian. Pero ito, we'll be flashing the link to CVAP Batch 11's event page. And yeah, please don't forget to like and follow CVAP's Facebook page, no, for updates. And we will also paste the link in the comment section for your convenience. And may nag-comment ata, ang sabi niya dito kanina, yan, sabi ni Juan Felix, yung pera ko nawala dati, kaya napilitan ako gumawa ng bank account. Hashtag my first bank. Grabe naman.
Okay. Bakit
Ouch.
siya nawala?
Ano ba yan? Pero anyway, yan.
Oo.
Support tayo sa CVAP, guys.
Oo. So, i-welcome na natin ulit ang ating guest. Ayan,
Oo,
nasa na si
correct.
guest?
Yes.
Hello.
Alright,
Welcome
so
back,
we're back
Mr.
with
Gabi.
Mr. Gabi Schulze. Tama ba?
Kaya niya yan.
Ayan.
Yan yung pasabog natin at the end of the episode.
Kaya-
Sasabihin ko yung pangalan.
So, hanggang ngayon, medyo nakaka-curious pa tayong lahat kung paano ba talaga
Confused pa.
i-pronounce. But anyway,
Correct.
so
Yeah.
Gabi,
go.
na-mention mo kanina that having a bank account is really convenient, and of course, it's a good way for us to build. I mean, it's the best for us to build a relationship with the bank. Bakit? What are some opportunities that we can take advantage of when banking?
Ayun.
So, basically, ang big opportunities is it definitely opens up yung it opens up yung potential financial knowledge mo. So, how do I say that? Kasi especially like say if you go into have an account with say a universal bank, and you've
Yeah.
been very disiplinado ka sa financial habits mo, and you're able to
Mm.
save up a lot of money, eventually rin, your bank will come to you and ask you, oh, do you want to continue leaving your money sa account mo? Eventually, they're gonna start offering investments sa'yo. And not just investments, they can also offer insurance. Kasi definitely, mga bangko natin, they have mga partners, mga insurance partners. Top of
Yes.
the head, again, si Metro, partner niya is AXA.
AXA.
Yes, correct.
BPI.
Si BPI, I think BPI would be with PhilAm. if I'm not
Philam
mistaken.
Life. Yes.
So, exactly. So definitely, alam mo, like, honestly, sometimes we can't be proactive all the time, 'di ba? So minsan napapagod lang tayo kasi ang daming stress sa work, daming stress sa buhay. Minsan hindi na natin naiisip yung, kailangan ko kumuha ng insurance plan. My money is being stagnant. Baka it might be a good idea to invest. Ganon. So, sometimes when you have your occasional visits to the bank and ma-bring up lang or makita mo lang yung word na invest dun sa mga posters nila dun, yung mapapaisip ka, mapapatanong ka, or yung bank manager, yung branch manager, or yung kausap mong accounts manager mismo mag-open up ng opportunity na ganyan. So definitely, like, it's definitely one of the easier ways to enter into mga mga financial outlets, mga ways to grow your money.
Finances.
So kumbaga, like, if you're going to research it on your own, gusto mo pumasok sa isang bond or gusto mo pumasok sa isang policy, and wala kang general kausap about that, that can be terrifying kasi it's like you're going into something na you don't fully understand. At least if your bank offers it, may blanket of security na rin yun. Diba?
Yes.
So definitely it opens up a world of things na you can put your money into.
Yun.
And definitely parang other perks of doing banking and having a relationship with your bank. Again, aside from yung like, say gusto mo kumuha ng loan and you've been a customer for 15 to 20 years na. Best friend mo yung branch manager. Definitely baka makakuha ka ng preferable rate, 'di ba?
Yes.
Or another thing is, like, definitely something my family has experience with. Like, we have quite a sum of money with one of the banks here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And since maintain talaga namin yun, yung savings account namin, we have a preferred rate sa savings account. So basically, some of our savings accounts don't just earn yung less than 1%. Yung na-earn niya is equivalent to a time deposit na.
It's around 2 to 4%, diba, kapag time deposit?
Well, 1 to 2. Hindi siya usually umabot ng 4. So that's another perk. Yun nga. And then usually if you want to like, if there's someone you want to talk about financial news, para you know what's happening, maintindihan mo yung nakikita mo sa TV Patrol. Definitely especially mga investment desks sa banko, definitely they're equipped to answer those questions for you. So definitely banking has a lot of like, another kwento, it's like yung education fund ng nanay ko, kasi 'di ba na-mention ko kanina na single parent yung mom ko.
Yes.
The reason why she was able to get enough money to send me to, I mean, na-mention ko na I went to Ateneo.
Yes.
And then before
Ateneo.
I went to an international school. And bayad ng nanay ko yan as a single parent.
Galing.
What she thanks the most, aside from God, is yung she put her money in a bank and it gave her a lot of opportunities to make sure na when the time comes, I can go to a good school.
Wow.
Wow,
Ganda
galing.
naman yan.
So definitely marami talagang opportunities when it comes to banking. Banking is not simply just deposits and loans. Definitely may other sides to that. That you can that you can other sides that you can take advantage of, basically. So it's not
Ayun.
simply just leaving your money there. That's
Para
also
na siyang,
definitely a perk. But
Para na siyang one-stop shop, kumbaga.
yeah.
You have all the financial
Maraming
aspects you
benefits.
might need
Yeah.
in your life in a
like
bank.
Nice.
with a bank, siguro if you just talk about investments, a bank, say a universal bank, can get you in touch with their investment arm, so you can invest in mga equities, in mga derivatives, fixed income,
Yeah.
or if you want something a bit more, if your budget doesn't allow for that, directly investing in that, definitely can introduce you to either yung mga insurance partners nila or yung trust companies nila, definitely, to put in your money into mutual funds, UITFs, ganun.
This is a really good insight, no? Kasi lalo na sa Philippines, madaming, just because they want to earn or they want to make their money grow, madaming nasa scam. Pwede naman pala silang matuto or mag-reach out sa mga banks natin kasi ang alam lang talaga ng maraming Filipino, savings account, 'di ba? So, ayan, mag-ingat kayo, wag kayo magpa-scam, magpunta kayo sa bank kasi pwede pala kayong tulungan mag-invest.
Correct.
Definitely.
At syempre tamang-tama yung sinabi ni Gabi kanina. Talagang I think yun nga yung kagandahan ng meron kang bank account kasi doon mo nga mas nalalagay yung mga savings mo. Pero it's not about savings nga rin, 'di ba, gaya ng sabi ni Gabi. Pero ito na ang tanong talaga. Huwag natin patagalin yung tanong ko. Oo. Does everyone really need a bank account? Ayun.
In my personal and professional opinion, definitely.
Yes.
That goes without saying na if you are thinking whether you should get a bank account or not, then you probably should get one. Kasi
do it.
Yun pala yun.
Just do it. Kasi honestly, I mean, if matigas ang ulo mo, definitely, if you wanna try living a life without a bank account, bahala ka sa buhay mo. Pahirapan mo. But as far as I'm concerned, in our current society, kailangan mo talaga. Kasi one, I mean, hindi ka makakatrabaho sa usually mga companies. They'll make a bank account for you.
Yes. Oo nga.
True.
And even if it's like, alam mo yun, it's like, isipin mo na lang to, it's like, even if you're not earning a lot of money, say you're earning minimum wage, tapos talagang you can just account for it na binibigay lang ng cash every month or every payday. Isipin mo na lang na when tinatamad ka ng mag-count, minsan may mawawala na 5 pesos, 10 pesos, even 20 pesos minsan. Kasi isipin mo, it's like, mali, maybe it's a small thing lang. Imagine may mga amount of money na yan na hindi na-account for at nawawala. The more that happens na nawawala sila, it builds up over the year. So, if you miss like 20 pesos every payday, so that's 40 pesos a month, tapos 40 times 12, which is like, if you calculate that, I'm not gonna do it now, it's roughly, I think, 600 pesos ata. No, 480 pesos. So that's like what? That's meals. That's how many meals na, diba? So, isipin mo na lang ng ganyan na when compared to sa bangko, to the centavo, nakakount na ng bangko yun. Natatrack na ng bangko yun. And yes, you can argue na may mga service fees, may mga ganon. But again, those service fees are nothing compared to, say, kung may mawawala kang money. If you're just physically, diba?
Correct.
What if nag-payday ka, tapos pagka uwi mo, you notice wala ka na palang wallet sa pants mo.
Ouch.
Diba?
Yung
buong sweldo
wala
mo.
na.
Yung buong sweldo mo pag half month, wala na yun. Kung nagbangko ka, kung ATM ang nawala, mabilis lang, tawag ka lang sa bangko mo, pa-freeze po yung
Papa-block.
account ko kasi nawala yung ATM
Wala
ko, di ba?
ATM. Yeah. Oo nga,
That's
no?
right. Oo.
So,
Ayan, guys.
something as basic as that, definitely. Everyone needs
Safety
a
din.
bank account. Safety. And
Safe
it's
for safety.
convenient talaga. And aside from that, yun nga, it's that one-stop shop for all your investing needs, for all your money.
Para hindi mas mawala sa scam, mga ganun.
Na hindi
Para
mo
secured.
And I know
Kasi
definitely people will always complain. A lot of reasons why people don't also want to go into banks is kasi ang daming paperwork. Whether from opening accounts to investing something, ang dami pang pagdadaanan. Pero you have to realize lahat ng paperwork rin na yun, that's for your own safety. And that's for the safety of the institution rin, the bank rin. So as much as it's tiresome, and I know it's tiresome, sales trader po ako dati. Siguro just to close one FX transaction, naghahanap ako ng 5 plus documents lagi. I know it's a hassle. Ayan, that's actually another opportunity. You can get really good rates if you can really get really good FX rates if you're with your bank.
Oh, okay.
I know it's very hassle na kailangan, pero at the end of the day, that's for your own safety, and in the long run, if you have those documents and say ma-flag ka ng BSP or ng you have those documents to prove na legitimate ang ginawa mo. So those are all, they're not just doing it because they want to waste your time. They're doing it for a reason, for a very specific reason, and that's for your safety.
That's
diba?
right. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin talagang inaalagaan tayo ng mga banks din, no?
Definitely.
Correct.
Especially with like yung mga rising issues that have popped up in the news here and there, diba? Yung mga like a few years back we had that money laundering case with one of the bigger banks here in the Philippines. Then just a few years ago, we also had that case where a bank manager mishandled funds.
Meron pa nga
we hear that a lot. But because of those, banks definitely try to become stricter. BSP tries to become stricter. Kasi money is no joke. Money is no joke. And all of these documents are for your own safety.
That's true. Okay. So thank you, Gabi, for that, giving us or enlightening us. So, ngayon naman, what are some factors na kailangan naming i-consider when choosing a bank?
Ayan.
When choosing a bank. So, many factors can come into choosing a bank. Kasi at the end of the day, kung ilalatag lang natin lahat, banks really don't differ that much from each other. They're all very similar, especially if, like, in all honesty, like BPI, BDO, Metro Bank, Security Bank, Union Bank, they're all pretty much the same thing.
Same lang.
They all serve the same function. Factors that you should consider is definitely one, if say your family has an existing relationship with the bank, you might want to consider starting there. Kasi
Same bank.
kasi it makes things a lot simpler for you.
Easier. Correct.
Definitely, like a lot of lines skip ganon. Another factor you can definitely perks. Another factor you can definitely consider is say kung may promos. Kasi minsan may mga promos talaga ang mga bangko. Like just a few years back, si ING Bank had a promo na yung mga savings account nila will earn more than I think 1.5%. I don't know the exact figure, pero malaki yung
umabot sila ng 2 to 4%. Ngayon 2% na lang ulit sila.
Yeah.
ING ako.
Yeah, so definitely take advantage of stuff like that. Like back in the day, nakwento ng mga tito ko, like there are banks na they would entice people to put their money in that bank. And tapos by the
Yeah.
end of 5 years,
Oo.
parang ida-double daw yung money, ganun. I don't know the
Wow.
specific mechanics of that, but definitely you can take advantage of that kasi kahit hindi madoble, but that means you're getting a preferred rate sa mga savings accounts mo. Ganon. Another factor to consider is what is convenient for you. So if you are living in a specific area, what bank is close to your house? Or what bank is close to your place of work, diba?
Yes.
Or if you, or ito talaga yung medyo, this is what I have accounts with 4 different banks. But what I like to use for regular use is BDO. Kasi as a working professional, back when I used to work a regular shift, no, I would be at work from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Banks are open from what? Mga 9 to 4 lang. Diba? So, convenient for me to have an account with BDO kasi they have branches in they're open on weekends rather.
In SM, no? Mga branches na
In all SM malls, they have branches there that are open until lunchtime. So as someone who can't go to a branch during the day, or if they do, masasacrifice yung lunchtime ko. Definitely that was convenient for me. Now it might be different for everyone else, diba? So definitely, like now ako right now I work a night shift, so I can definitely go to the bank in the morning or in the afternoon. So what's convenient for me now are the 3 banks that are very close to my house. That's Security Bank, East West Bank, and Metro Bank. So doon ako pumupunta. Diba? So that's what you have to consider. And at the end of the day, one of the most important factors that you need to consider is definitely yung customer service. Kasi definitely you'll definitely be talking to these people a lot kasi they're going to be holding your money. So if they're going to be holding your money, you're gonna want to, hindi natin maiiwasan na you're gonna talk to them a few times in a month or a few times in a year. You're gonna want to talk to someone who, treats you well and respects you as an individual. Kasi, I mean, as much as we say na, lahat naman ng mga branch mababait, ganun. There are some bad eggs there. So definitely, you need to consider that. Basically, all I'm saying is the factors that you need to consider when you're choosing a bank is what is convenient for you and what you want in your bank. Kasi at the end of the day, they're all pretty much the same thing.
It's more on personal.
Say if you need to go to a bank regularly, then maybe you'd want to go to a bank with a lot of branches. If you don't think you're gonna go, if you want to invest invest your money with and get help from a bank, then maybe research on a bank with a good investing background.
Yan.
Or if you're a business owner, and you have imports and exports, then maybe you want to go to a bank na may award na strongest FX bank in the Philippines. Ganon, diba? So it's all up to personal preference, but definitely the number one thing that you have to think of is what is convenient and what is important to you. What benefits you the most.
That's true. Ayan. Grabe, ang daming learnings kay Gabi, no? Mas na-enlighten tayo about sa bank.
True.
Hindi lang savings account ang meron dyan, hindi lang credit card or loans. There's more to it than that. So, Gabi...
More perks.
More perks din. Yun talaga yung pinakatumatak sa akin, yung you have to build the relationship with the bank. Ayan. And you can even seek help pala from them, no? If you want to learn, for example, investments. Ayan. Meron din sa mga banks para iwas tayo sa scam. So, thank you so much, Gabi, for sharing your expertise to us. So, if ever mas gusto kang kausapin, no, ng ating mga guest, where can we
Ayan.
reach out?
Your
Ayun.
social
Your
medias.
socials. Yep.
Go.
Ayan. So, unlike mga other guests natin, hindi kasi ako financial advisor. But definitely, you can reach out to my pages here. Kahit if you just want to talk about stuff like that, it's fine. Okay lang. Pero yun nga, so you can reach me at Mr. Old Shoes VO. Yan po yung brand ko as a voice artist. If you need any voiceover done, definitely contact me there. You can also reach me at the Nerd Savers Podcast, which is a podcast with me and my partner, Pao Castillo, where we talk about everything nerdy. Ayun. So, mga kasi hindi naman pwede puro pera-pera lang. Kailangan may rin. May mga outlet yan. So, check out our page at the Nerd Savers Podcast. And of course, pwede mo rin akong i-reach sa MoneyTok PH, diba? Kasi host rin ako dito. Nagpa-guest lang ako this time. But,
Yes.
ayun. So, definitely, if you just want, if you want to talk shop about finances rin naman, I'm open to talking about it naman. I mean, ilang beses na kaming nagka-discussion ni Marian at JM backstage before every episode about mga finances. And minsan nawawala na lang ako kasi salita lang ako ng salita dito. Pero definitely, my inbox is an open book. You can chat me anytime. Definitely.
Right.
Ayun.
Okay, so reach out na kayo
Thank
kay
you so
Gabi.
much. Oo.
So bago ka umalis, ipaalam mo muna sa amin kung paano ba i-pronounce ang iyong family name.
Yes,
So-
paano nga ba?
So technically, ang pinakatamang way to pronounce my last name is Schulze.
Schulze.
Oh,
Schulze pala.
definitely.
Ano ba yan?
Definitely yun yung best way to say it. Pero when my
Schulze.
family migrated to the Philippines from Germany during the Second World War,
May family history
no one could say Schulze properly. Kasi, so Filipinos would start just saying Schulze.
Schulze
So,
na lang para mabilis.
Schulze na lang. So for our
Schulze.
entire history dito sa Philippines, naging Schulze na lang.
Schulze.
Ayan, so-
Yun pala.
Yun pala.
Okay.
Thank you, Gabi Schulze.
Gabi Schulze. Nice. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Mr. Gabi. Ayun.
So
Grabe,
we'll
dami
see
natin
you
natutunan.
again next week, Gabi.
Yan.
Talaga? Oh my God, guest ulit ako.
Part 2 daw.
Ayan.
Ganun.
Oo.
Ayan.
Sige. Thank you, Gabi.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
And see you.
Grabe,
Ayun.
no? Ayan,
Oo
na-enlighten talaga tayo sa banks. So, thank you so much.
True.
And, syempre, ang dami pang money talk or topics ang masarap pag-usapan. But we'll save that in our next season. Kasi,
Ay!
last
Next season na ba?
Oo. Last
Oh my
episode
gosh.
na natin next week. So, please,
Okay.
be with us.
Yun.
Be with us dahil next week is our season finale.
Yes, kaya maraming salamat. Thank you so much ulit kay Mr. Gabi Schulze. Ayan, ang aming syempre ka-co-host din natin yan at syempre makakasama natin siya ulit sa ating last season. And syempre maraming salamat sa MoneyTok PH and syempre sa aking co-partner Marian. Ayan, thank you so much.
That's right. As always.
Ayan, at syempre thank you mga ka-Money Talks for engaging with us in our 9th episode. Ayun.
So
Diba?
right now, anong kailangan din natin mag-acknowledge and appreciate?
Yes. Oo, syempre of
Yan.
course,
Thank you din sa ating production team, syempre. Ako, yung co-host ko. Yung guest natin kanina, ang ating tech team, si Pao, our EntrepRadio producer, si Sir Renato Ralba, si Miss Faith Pascana, at si Miss Karen Degilia.
Ayan, syempre. Of course, we would like to thank and acknowledge din, of course, si Sir Choi, ang the voice master, Mr. Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez for making this show possible. And of course, if you are interested in becoming a voice artist like us, diba? Please consider joining the Certified Voice Artist Program. It is a series of online workshops created by the voice master himself, Mr. Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez, that are geared to bring out the voice in you. Kaya batch 11 is on January 8, 2022 na.
That's right. So catch us again sa aming season finale next week. That's December 18, still at 6 p.m. Wag na wag kayong mawawala. Okay? So once again, here on Money Talk, we aim to make conversations about money a normal, comfortable, and fun topic amongst Filipinos.
That's true. At syempre, with the leadership of the most influential speaker in the Philippines, Mr. Pocholo, the Voice Master Gonzalez, we hope that we will be able to engage you in a convo that makes us financially confident. And this is where we end tonight's convo. Let us then leave you with the reminder that if you think money can't buy happiness,
then deposit it in our bank account. Kami na mag-i-invest niyan.
Yes, tara na.
Ayan. Okay, but anyway, to our Money Talksters, if we have shared value to you tonight, let us know. Let us connect online via Facebook and Instagram, so you may follow me in my socials. That's at It's Marian with the triple E. And for personal finance content, follow and like my IG and FB page. That is at Manifestation PH.
Ayun. At syempre sa akin naman, no, you can follow me on my social media accounts, no. Syempre sa aking Facebook page, you may reach out sa Facebook page ko, ayan, JM Salamat. At meron din akong page, no. It's at Advisor JM Salamat. Tara, usap tayo, di ba? Malapit na ang 13th month bonus natin, kaya come on!
Itanim
Let's
na yan.
go! Yes, correct. Itanim na yan. At syempre, huwag kalimutan din, i-like, i-follow, i-subscribe, no? Ayan, ang aming mga social media accounts dito sa Money Talk. Sa aming TikTok account, it's at MoneyTalkPH. Sa Facebook page, MoneyTalkPH. At syempre, you may email us at moneytalkph@gmail.com. Ayan, syempre, kung meron kayong mga comments, suggestions, at partnerships, ayan, email nyo lang po kami, ha? Okay? Ganun.
Right. Okay, so this
Ayun.
is it for tonight. Again, I'm your nagmamagandang sigulerang nagpapahalalang okay lang sumugal sa pera pero wag sa taong minsan iniwan ka na. I'm your host, Marian, saying goodbye with...
Ayan, at syempre ako naman po ang inyong Mr. Boy Ipunaryong Malupit na nagpapaalalang ayos lang sa pagmamahal magipit pero wag lang sa utang kumapit. Ayan, your new homie in this show, Mr. Miguel Salamat. And I think that's it for tonight.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
And good night.
Have a good night. Bye.
Bringing you fun and informative tips to make you more financially confident. Here on Money Talk. So ano? May hugot ka ba sa pera?